In this video, we'll be demonstrating the image size features of the Manhattan LCD HD5 monitor. It's important to note, though, that the features demonstrated in this video are also available in the following monitors. Alright, to get started, we'll go ahead and enable the menu, go over to Image Adjust, and scroll down, and we can see our image size features. Now, one of the default settings might be Fill All, and what this attempts to do is fill the entire screen with whatever signal that's being sent to it. So whether it's a 16:9, 4:3, whatever it may be, it's going to try and fill the screen. Now this can be handy if you just need the monitor to fill the screen, you don't want to worry about things. But if you're trying to get proper aspect ratios, you're going to want to use a custom preset. There's also an auto setting, which this basically tries to detect the aspect ratio that's being sent to the monitor, and again it tries to detect it and display it in the proper aspects. So this, again, if you're using a 4:3 or 16:9, it's going to try and display it in the proper aspect ratio, but again it's only guessing. So again, if you have the option, you might want to go ahead and change that to the proper aspect ratio. We scroll across and we can see that we have a 4:3, 16:10, 15:9, 16:9, 1.85 to 1, and 2.35 to 1. So these can be useful when getting different signals that are being sent to the monitor, but we're using a 5D Mark II DSLR, so this sends an odd signal to the monitor. As we notice, if we go back to a 16:9, which would be a traditional HD signal, this changes because we actually have information being sent in these black borders, and it doesn't properly show up correctly on the monitor. So if we hit record, we can also see that the image drops down to a standard definition, and again it's being displayed in 16:9, but we have black information being displayed all around here. So this isn't taking full advantage of the size of the LCD, plus we don't have proper aspect ratios to work with. So if we go into our image size and we go into the customized settings for DSLRs, we select DSLR record. This is specifically designed for the standard definition signal that's being sent to the monitor. It properly centers it, so it gets rid of the information at the bottom here and correctly centers it so that you are getting your 16:9 image in the center there. And also, because this is a 16:10 monitor, you see black bars at the top and the bottom, which is okay because now you're seeing a correct 16:9 image. Again, this fills the screen so it's able to be properly exposed and properly used for focusing. All right, if we stop our recording and we go into playback, we'll notice that the image fills the screen a little too far. It actually goes a little beyond the size, and this is because we're using the DSLR record mode. So if we go back into the menu and change this to DSLR playback, this is properly designed to use the HD 16:9 image that's being sent to the monitor, and this will display correctly, and when we play back our image, we can see that we're seeing proper exposure, proper aspect ratio rather, and everything is displaying correctly. Now, let's enable another feature called 1:1. What this does is this zooms in and goes pixel for pixel for whatever is being displayed at it. Since we're displaying a 1080p image on here, it zooms in a little farther because the Manhattan LCD is a 1280 by 800 monitor. Now, if we were to go back and hit record again on the DSLR, we're going to notice that now we have a much smaller image on here because this is a standard definition monitor, or standard definition image that's being sent to it. And this changes because now we're having a standard definition image 1-for-1 pixel on a HD monitor. There are also options for red camera and 7D. Now 7D does send out an HD signal while recording, so that makes it different than the 5D, 60D, and T2i. So this provides you the option of being able to stay in that HD signal without changing it through the DSLR record or DSLR playback.